With the release of the 5.7 beta, we finally have the full details of SKIRK'S kit, and in today's video, we're going to break down everything you need to know about her gameplay. The big question is SKIRK worth your Primogems, or is she better left as a lore character in your archives? Her stats and abilities have been fully revealed, and there's a lot to talk about. Depending on your playstyle, SKIRK might be an absolute powerhouse, or a bit of a high-maintenance carry. Starting with her base stats, SKIRK comes with 12,417 HP, 359 base attack, and 806 defense at level 90. Her Ascension stat is crit damage, adding 38.4% at max level, which is always a good sign for a main DPS. Characters that ascend with crit damage usually lean towards burst-heavy builds, and SKIRK definitely follows that trend. Her signature weapon is no slouch either. A sword with a 608 base attack and 33.1% crit rate. Its passive grants a 24% attack boost for 12 seconds after using her elemental skill. But the real kicker is that if SKIRK'S energy is at 0, she gains an additional 24% attack and a 40% crit damage boost. This ties directly into one of the most interesting things about SKIRK. Her elemental burst doesn't use energy at all. Instead, she uses a special resource called Serpent's Subtlety. So by design, her energy will often be sitting at 0, allowing her to fully benefit from that weapon passive. Let's talk about Serpent's Subtlety. This is a unique stack-based mechanic that SKIRK builds up and consumes to power her burst and maintain her enhanced combat state. When she uses her elemental skill, she immediately gains 45 stacks of Serpent's Subtlety. The skill itself can be either tapped or held. Tapping activates her 7-phase flash mode right away, while holding it lets SKIRK dash around, giving you some mobility before entering the mode. The main goal is to enter 7-phase flash, which transforms her normal and charged attacks into cryo damage with increased AoE and makes her harder to interrupt. A really cool feature is that while in this mode, SKIRK can run across water. Yes, you heard that right. Unlike Mona or Ayaka's sprint, this isn't just an exploration gimmick, it's a core part of her combat stance. However, being in 7-phase flash mode continuously drains Serpent's Subtlety stacks, and when you run out or switch characters, she exits the mode and the skill goes on cooldown. This means timing and resource management are key. SKIRK is designed as a tempo-based carry. You'll need to carefully plan when to enter her mode and when to unleash her big damage. Speaking of which, SKIRK'S elemental burst is very unconventional. As I mentioned before, it does not consume energy. Instead, it uses 50 or more Serpent Subtlety stacks to unleash cryo slashes. Interestingly, the burst can overconsume stacks beyond 50 for increased scaling, giving you incentive to build up as many as possible. But if you use her burst while already in 7-phase flash mode, it changes into Rapid Onslaught, a special attack that doesn't consume stacks. Instead, it applies a buff called Withering, increasing her normal attack damage with every hit up to 10 stacks. This layered design encourages fluid combat flow, skill into flash mode, burst into rapid onslaught, and keep cycling. Another key mechanic is Void Rifts. These are created when your team triggers reactions like Frozen, Superconduct, Cryo Swirl, or Cryo Crystallize. SKIRK can absorb these Void Rifts by hitting them with her charged attack, burst, or skill dash, and each absorption restores 8 Serpent's Subtlety stacks. This gives her a reliable way to recharge her combat resources during fights, making team synergy very important. One of her passive talents, called Death's Crossing, boosts her damage even more. When teammates deal hydro or cryo damage, SKIRK gains stacks of Death's Crossing, up to 3. Each stack increases her normal attack and burst damage significantly. The bonuses are larger while she's in 7-phase flash mode, with multipliers reaching 170% for normals and 160% for her burst at max stacks. This passive heavily encourages team comps with Hydro or Cryo characters, making allies like Yellen, Furina, Shenhe, or even Escoffier top-tier partners for her. Another passive talent gives your entire team a +1 level boost to elemental skills if you have both Hydro and Cryo in your party. While not flashy, this small buff adds some extra value to her kit, especially in teams where that level boost matters. Now, on to her constellations. SKIRK'S C1 enhances Void Rift absorption by triggering an AoE Cryo Blade attack every time she absorbs a rift, dealing 500% of her attack as damage. That's a huge damage boost, especially in reaction-heavy teams. Her C2 adds more stacks of Serpent's Subtlety when using her skill, increases the burst scaling cap, and buffs enhanced normal attacks by a flat 60%, improving her sustained damage massively. At C6, she gains a new mechanic called Foul Art Slash, which introduces stack-based bonus hits to her normal combo, counterattacks when she's hit, and provides damage reduction, perfect for aggressive playstyles. To sum it up, SKIRK is designed as a high-risk, high-reward cryo hyper-carry built around stack management, reaction synergy, and timing. She's a character that rewards players who enjoy active, hands-on gameplay loops, similar to characters like Itto, Sino, or Raiden. She's not the type you can just auto-attack with mindlessly. You'll need to pay attention to your stacks, keep generating Void Rifts, and maximize her uptime carefully. If you're looking for a unique cryo DPS with a fresh resource mechanic and like the challenge of tempo-based combat, SKIRK might just be your next main. But if you prefer simpler, low-maintenance damage dealers, her playstyle might feel overwhelming. So what do you think about SKIRK? Are you planning to pull for her, or will you skip and save for someone else? Let me know in the comments. That's a wrap for today's video. I hope this video helped give you a clear overview of what to expect. As always, I'll keep you updated with more details as they emerge. If you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any future updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.